Good afternoon, Bible Fellowship leaders. Hope you're doing well today. It's super cold. I almost wore my toboggan that I've been wearing this morning and even into the office. I almost wore it in this video just because it's cold. Of course, we know that. But here in South Carolina, it could be 27 one morning and it could be 65 in a couple of days. So anyway, it's Thursday, and of course, maybe we're going to have a little bit of weather tomorrow. Who knows? Anyway, as you look towards this coming Sunday in Bible Fellowship, I wanted just to reiterate our journal and how wonderful it is for our people, and even for you guys as teachers. Today was Exodus chapter 21 through 11, and for those of you that are teaching, I know you've already studied and you're continuing to study for Sunday on the Ten Commandments. But make sure as you're personally doing this, it doesn't become, hey, this is part of my lesson. This becomes still part of how God can speak to you. For example, for me, as I was reading this morning, and we got to verse 5, part B, it says, I, the Lord your God, am a jealous God, visiting the iniquities of the fathers on the children to the third and fourth generation of those who hate me. But, verse 6, showing steadfast love to the thousandth generation, or your translation may say to 1,000 generations, of those who love me and keep my commandments. Now, why is that important? Two things. Number one, my iniquity can affect my children, and according to this, their children and even their children. So number one, that's a reason for me as a follower of Jesus, not as a leader, but as a follower of Jesus, and then as the leader of my home and a leader in life, whatever occupation I'm in, I just happen to be a leader in ministry. My personal life with the Lord is of utmost importance. And my iniquity can be carried on, and we've probably seen this in families. But number two, verse 6, but showing the steadfast love to, like your version may say, thousands of generations, the subscript actually broke down to the original language that says to the thousandth generation. So he's comparing and contrasting third and fourth generation that iniquity passes down to the steadfast love of the Lord. If I live this out in my life, show it to my children, that it is passed down even to the thousandth generation, which I think is almost like a hyperbole, a metaphor, well, really a hyperbole, where it's an extreme example of how huge and how infinite the love of God really is, the steadfast love for those who live by the Lord's commandments. And it really encouraged me. I hope it encourages you guys that as we live for the Lord, He is going to pass that down. Our influence is going to continue. So I pray that as you teach this week, you will encourage people to use their journals. They can take notes again. I hope maybe last week or the week before your people, well, it had just been last week, your people used their journal. And hopefully you're incorporating this into your lesson. So just a 2 or 3 minutes. Hey guys, as you were going through your Bible Fellowship lesson this week or your journal, hey, what did you think about, the Ten Commandments, or what did you think about the Sabbath or whatever? And people can engage that way. Also, let's just stay in touch with our people, making sure that as the new year starts, we are keeping our care groups going, and that every person in our class is contacted, whether prospect or member, and ministry is still happening. Listen, a lot of good things are going on in our church. There's also a lot of hurt in people's lives, a lot of health issues that we are dealing with and just praying for God to lead and guide. What a great time of prayer the 105 hours of prayer was. And I just want to give you a brief little teaser that concept of prayer, we're going to continue on intentionally throughout 2025. So we'll give you more information on that later. Love you guys. Hope you have a great, maybe a little bit of ice or snow tomorrow. See you guys Sunday. Let me know if there's anything I can do for you as I pray for you.